wanted to take a couple minutes today to talk about my hunting rifle. This is the Browning X-Bolt Stalker long range. This is a 300 Win Mag. There's a few differences between the standard Browning X-Bolt and the Browning X-Bolt long range, and that's kind of what I wanted to focus on today. So the regular X-Bolt comes with tons of features, right? It comes with a 60-degree bolt throw, which I absolutely love. It comes with a the bolt release is here on the side of the bolt, which I also really like that feature. Instead of, you've probably seen some other rifles where you have to push a button on the top and pull the trigger and do a bunch of other weird stuff to get the bolts released. Browning just put that little bolt catch right there, which I see that a lot in some of the custom actions that you can buy. They also have a really nice magazine. So it's a polymer, but it's not like a junk plastic. This thing is a really solid polymer. It locks in there really nice, pops in, you're not gonna lose it. The catch for that thing, the button is recessed just a little bit, so you're not gonna catch it on the side of your pants or your belt or your pack strap or anything like that. It releases really easy. You get your finger in there, kind of release it. Great rifle. DuraTouch stock, which is this really cool material that it kind of feels like rubber, but it kind of feels like plastic. So it's really interesting, and it's comfortable to hold. It doesn't really get cold when it's really cold outside, and doesn't get too hot when it's hot outside. It has an oversized palm swell for the grip, which I personally really like that. It helps me get a really nice grip. I have bigger hands, so an oversized palm swell is nice to have. And I'm one of those guys that kind of keeps my thumb on the bolt handle side when I shoot. So that extra palm swell gives me really something I can get my hands around. Comes with sling stud on the bottom. You can put a sling on it. You can put a bipod. Like this particular bipod has an additional sling stud. So if you do use a bipod, you can still run a sling from that to the rear. I don't generally do that. I keep it strapped to my pack. I use the Kafaru gun bearer, and it stays strapped. Anyway, this isn't about the Kafaru gun bearer. This is about the X-Bolt. Now, the differences between the regular X-Bolt, for example, the Hell's Canyon Speed, and this Stalker long range is in the barrel. So that's where you're going to find the differences. This barrel is a heavier contour barrel, and the twist is faster than a regular 300 Win Mag barrel. So normally a 300 Win Mag will come with a 1 in 10 twist, which is perfect for stabilizing those 180 grain bullets that's what the 300 Win Mag was based on, was a 180 grain bullet, whether it be Nosler Partition or Hornady, Spire Point, whatever. This thing has that 1 in 8 twist, so it's faster and it's set up so that it'll stabilize the bigger bullets that you're starting to see come out in that 30 caliber range right now. For example, I shoot the Berger ammunition. These are 215 grain bullets. Hornady makes a 210 grain, I think, ELDX. Nosler's making a big heavy AccuBond. They have an AccuBond long range that's right in there with the Bergers. So there's a lot of big heavy bullets, and you need a faster twist to shoot those. The 1 in 10 twist will shoot them just fine, but you're going to lose accuracy, and it's not going to be quite as stable as what it would be if you had a faster twist barrel like this 1 in 8. So Browning really did a lot of great work on changing out those barrels for the long range models. And the same applies for the smaller calibers like the 6.5 Creedmoor. I know they make a long range, and it also has a faster twist. I honestly don't know what all models come in long range or what calibers come in the long range, but all of them that do have a faster twist and a heavier contour barrel. Now they also come with a muzzle brake installed. This is a 360-degree muzzle brake, so pressure comes from all directions. That's not my favorite type of muzzle brake. Personally, I like the directional brakes where there's no ports on the bottom. Those ports all come out of the side and sort of blow back and toward the shooter, around the shooter. I like to hunt out in West Texas where there's a lot of dirt, there's a lot of sand. This having ports on the bottom is not the greatest thing for that type of environment. I make do, I make it work. If I was to change anything on this rifle, it's probably going to be this muzzle brake eventually. Probably after this season, because when I do, I'll get it timed and I'll make sure that it's set perfect on the rifle. One of the other features I forgot to touch on was the trigger. So Browning has the Featherlight trigger, which is a really, really nice trigger. It's really clean, it breaks over really clean, it's super crisp. I can't complain at all about it. It's a really nice trigger. I know there's an upgrade for this also. Timney's a very, very popular trigger company, and they make an upgraded model where you can get that thing set at certain really low poundages. This Featherlight trigger is adjustable, and you can adjust it down to, I want to say, about 2.5 pounds. I think mine's set on 3 pounds right now. I have no complaints about anything except maybe that muzzle brake, and that's just sort of that's just me, it's personal preference. So now the X-Bolt gets its name from the way that the scope rings mount on here. Most rifles have 2 screws in the front of the action and 2 screws in the back of the action. Browning actually has 4 screws on both. So these tally rings right here, and I really like these one-piece tally rings, but there's 4 screws in the front and 4 in the back. And it's supposed to hold those rings more secure and actually keep them from shifting or pivoting on their axis there on the top of that action. So I really like that. I think it's pretty cool. I lap my rings anytime I put a new scope on a rifle. I always lap the rings. And with these tally rings and that X-Bolt mounting system, there's very little material that's removed from those rings any time that I've ever used these tallies on an X-Bolt, and I've done a few. So again, I think that's a really cool feature. I think these X-Bolts are totally worth checking out. They come in a variety of calibers, from all the way from 223 up and beyond this 300 Win Mag. They got some 33 or 338 caliber rifles, maybe bigger than that. I'm not exactly sure. They also come in some of the new fancier calibers like 6.5 PRC, some of the new Nosler calibers or cartridges. So give them a look. I totally recommend them. I run the Leupold VX5 HD, the 3-15. Very, very good scope. I can't complain about any of this setup. I love it. I've been running this thing for about a year now, and I've ran a ton of rounds through it, and I've been very happy with the accuracy. I get a half MOA at 200 yards, so I'm shooting 1-inch groups using this Berger ammo at 200 yards. 1-inch groups at 200. I can't complain about that. So I'm a half inch at 100. The thing is just a shooter, man. I can't complain. I used to have a 7 mag that was not the long range, but it was just a regular hunting rifle with the sporter barrel, and that 7 mag got equally as good results. I want to say it was about 3/4 of an MOA at 200. It wasn't quite as good as this 300 Win Mag, the long range, but it was very, very accurate rifle. I couldn't have asked for anything better, except this 300 Win Mag. So thanks for watching. Subscribe to the channel, please. Check out our social media. We have backcountryrookies.com. We're at Backcountry Rookies on Instagram, and we're on Facebook, Backcountry Rookies. Subscribe to the channel, like the video, please leave comments. I'm really curious to hear what you guys think about the Browning X-Bolt, whether you like it. If you don't, tell me why. I'm always curious to know about rifles. It's one of the things I love the most. So thanks for watching.